Okay, hello folks and welcome. I am doing a reaction video today on a new set of science fiction books that I found recently, starting with Revelation Space. So I had finished reading the Expanse books, that's the James S. A. Corey book series, and I was like, I'm interested in some sort of science fiction book that's kind of like a modern book. I do want to eventually get to reading the Isaac Asimov books, the Robert Heinlein books, but I wanted something modern that still is very unique. So I searched for that on Google. And I actually stumbled upon some Reddit post. I wish I could have found it, but the Reddit post was related to, science fiction, and it had like the Expanse books in it. It also mentioned Revelation Space. And I had previously come off of reading the book Project Hail Mary, which was really annoying for me because Project Hail Mary took it upon itself to go into politics, as in it really delved into that whole kind of like the Earth has destroyed itself through global warming and just kind of repeating all of those political tropes. And I was just like, I really don't care. Like, I want to read something science fiction. And that's how I stumbled onto Revelation Space. This says is a 2000 science fiction novel by the Welsh author Alastair Reynolds. And I was astounded by this book. I have to admit, the first couple of hours, so I listen to these as audiobooks. I always listen on 1.3x speed. The first couple of hours of this book, I was kind of like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is taking so long. And I also thought that he was going out of his way to use really extravagant language, really huge words, until I realized that's just the way that he writes. So, like, the entire book is like that. And this is a very elaborately constructed universe. It kind of roughly follows. It roughly follows like this. I guess it says the planet Yellowstone, which is technically, I think, like some huge spaceship or something like that. And it's really, really cool. There's Volyova and Curie are both Anna Curie, both people who you follow along in the book. I don't want to get into too much spoilers here, but really, really good book. Redemption Arc, I just recently read that, so I'm going to skip over to Redemption Arc here. No, wait, not Redemption Arc. So Revelation Space was the first one I read. No, that's the one I'm currently reading. Okay, so it was Redemption Arc that I read next. So this one is about Skade is asking for the conjoinership. No, wait, that's what I'm currently. Let me see here. Let's see. Yeah, currently I'm listening to Absolution Gap. Before that, I listened to Redemption Arc. Before that, okay, so I listened to Chasm City right after I listened to Revelation Space. Chasm City was a really amazing book, and it also explained some of the core sort of things that happened to kind of make Revelation Space, it basically made it make more sense. But I'm still glad I read this after I read Revelation Space. After I read both of those two, then I went on Redemption Arc. Redemption Arc, that really helped flesh out some of this, some of the later things in both Revelation Space and Chasm City. and it made everything make a lot more sense. Again, I don't really want to get too much into the details here, but suffice it to say, the thing that I find so fascinating about this specific series is that it takes like this. It takes science fiction to a different level because it makes it so. The author is a PhD in, oh goodness, now I'm going to mess this up. I think it's astronomy. He has a PhD in astronomy, no, in astrophysics from University of St. Andrews. This guy is really smart, and he worked in like real life. I think he worked for like NATO or something. What did he work for? In real life, he worked for. Well, he worked for something in real life for a while. What was it? Spent much of his time writing. Maybe I'm mixing him up with some other author. I could have sworn I read something about him working for like some actual. Oh, yeah, right here. And he worked for the European Space Agency in his personal life. As you can see, like his personal life was so, I guess, so uninspiring that he was like, I'll just move on to writing fiction. And as you can see, he has a lot of fiction here. Thing that I really like about his writing is similar to The Expanse. It's a really gripping universe. Like you really feel like you're part of the universe from when you first start reading. But the thing that's really different is that Reynolds' book, or his books, it makes you feel like you're actually getting the science part of science fiction. Whereas the James S. A. Corey Expanse books, those were much more heavy on the fiction side of science fiction. So with this, I think the thing that I think is really cool is it really brings in that, I guess, like that thing that's missing to a certain extent from the Expanse series. Oh, interesting. So it looks like I am. Wait, the tetralogy consisting of Revelation, Space, Redemption Arc, and Absolution Gap. And oh boy, there's another one, Inhibitor Phase. Oh boy, so I guess I need to read something called Inhibitor Phase after I read Absolution Gap. So with this here, Absolution Gap is really amazing. I'm starting to read this, and I've gotten to about right here, so I'm going to look upwards so I don't see whatever's written below that. But yeah, anyways, Absolution Gap, amazing book. Thing is, like, I'm already several hours into it, and we've only gotten to like this far. And that's the thing that's so interesting about this series is just that it's, I guess, like I could click on science fiction, see what it's like. So science fiction, speculative fiction that imagines advances in futuristic scientific progress. So like, for instance, in the Revelation space, it's talking about stuff like nanotechnology. So I know nanotechnology made a bit of an appearance in what's it called, the three body problem, which turned into actually a very interesting show, which is on Prime Video. If you have not gotten a chance to watch that, I'm just going to check and see how my time's doing. I am okay, so I haven't been talking too long. I just don't want to. I don't want to overdo talking here, but essentially, what I wanted to really, bring up is just that the Revelation Space books are something I strongly recommend, and if you get a chance, I would encourage you to grab a copy of Revelation Space, give it a read, keep an open mind, but is really, really a good book. Strongly recommended. Again, though, folks, thank you all for watching. Please make sure, like my video here, leave a comment in the comment section what your thoughts are, and if you like these type of reaction videos from me, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. It will help me out a lot. Thank you. Bye.